Meeting is being recorded. Cool.
Okay, I'm going to mute everyone, but Hunter, you stay unmuted.
Mhm. Am I unmuted? Yes, I am. YouTube wants to absolutely not.
How's our view? Oh, it's pretty good. I'm going to start it. She was here. So welcome everybody, both live and on the Zooms. I have the pleasure of introducing Hunter, my advisee. Been together for 3 years, Hunter. I can't even believe it. I'm so proud of you. And we're going to start off with a video that has some really great photos of Hunter throughout his years here. It's got great stuff. Oh, there's so many good ones. Quickly, first arrived. Okay, it's all yours, friend.
Dokie. Okie doke. For my Curation of Me, I created a painting of like a garden of Eden, or like a garden of me, full of different symbols that represent my time at One Stone and where I'm currently at. Okay, so I guess I'll start. The fire, represented by the lanterns, is a symbol of passion. Passion has been the thing that has guided me throughout my journey at One Stone. I have discovered new passions, like my passion for light pollution, a passion I discovered while working on my project for understanding our backyard with Alison Fowle. And passions that I have had previously have flourished and grown immensely, like my passion for art that through many, many, many courses with Teal has become the thing that will guide me through my life. And I plan on attending both on a personal and professional level as I attend PNCA starting next fall. The spider web is a symbol of creativity and artistry. I have always been a creative person. Creating has been a part of who I am for as long as I can remember. However, through One Stone, I've learned that creativity can apply to so many things besides art. I have learned to come up with creative solutions to problems through my many experiences with D-Lab, like my 4th D-Lab when my team and I came up with the idea of the ABC, or Always Be Clean box. It was a box designed for little kids that taught them hygiene at a young age in a fun way through toys and other activities we created. The lotus is a symbol of compassion and empathy. Empathy is the core of One Stone. One Stone was created through empathizing with students, and One Stone students empathize to solve problems outside of our community and within. I have learned to connect with people on a deeper level through empathy. Empathy is something that I'll take with me everywhere I go. It is one of the most valuable tools that One Stone has given me. As an artist, it is important to me that I connect with my target audience, and through empathy, I can do that. An example of how I used empathy is when I was in the Outside the Lines camp planning team. I used empathy to create the best art camp I could. In the end, I created a camp that both taught the children things about art and let them enjoy art. It is one of the things that I am proudest of at my time. One of the things I am proudest of at my time at One Stone. The koi fish is a symbol of grit. Grit has been one of the things I have grown in the most while at One Stone. I have become so strong through grit. I have powered through so many hard things and times. An example is my second D Lab, the Food Fair Thought Team, or as some of you may know it, the worst D Lab in One Stone history. We were pretty much the worst possible combination of people. We fought and argued and struggled and failed, and it was awful. But we got through it. Grit. Of course, I can't talk about grit without talking about last year. I grew so much in grit throughout quarantine. I learned to roll with the punches and get stuff done. The struggle of getting work done while my bed was right next to me, very difficult. But I got through it and grew in the process. The butterfly, cherry blossom, and lunar eclipse, or blood moon, as some of you may know it, are all symbols of transformation, renewal, and change. My time at One Stone has been one of the most impactful moments of my life so far. I have grown and changed in so many ways. I have transformed from a quiet, shy kid to the bold creative you see before you today. As I approach graduation and the start of a new chapter, I look back at my time at One Stone. The pink rose is a symbol of gratitude and joy. I am overwhelmed with the amount of love I have for everyone here. I am extremely grateful for my time at One Stone and wouldn't change it for the world. I have enjoyed my time here so much, and I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much for helping me throughout my journey. Thank you for helping and watching me grow and learn. Thank you for teaching me what it means to do and be good. Thank you for everything. Thank you.
I think if I speak loudly, can you guys hear me in the Zoom? That was a yes. No.
I can sort of hear you, Celeste.
Okay, I'll speak louder. We're gonna open it up for anyone that has anything they'd like to say to Hunter. And then on the Zoom, you guys can also unmute and we can hear you in the room.
Hunter, I'll go first here. I have just been blown away by your creativity and the way that you see the world. When we started working together in math, you were one of the very first students I worked with who was so fluent in bringing what you care about in the art world into your math work. And I still think a lot about the fractal work that you did and your precision that you brought to that. It was so beautiful. And I think that the way that you move through the world is going to take you places that you might not even be able to imagine yet. I cannot wait to see where you go. I think art school is just going to be absolutely incredible for you. And I'm really grateful to have been able to spend the last 3 years with you. And I want to thank you for choosing to spend the time with us.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Maybe I'll keep it up in the Zoom real quick. I'll just go next.
Turn up. Yeah.
Okay. Hunter, whoa. We met at Paradise Point, and I feel like you just started tailing me. You had sketchbooks that you were very happy about and some art supplies. And I was like, oh, like this is gonna be like the art kid. I kind of like it had never really occurred to me before that there would be this person who's just like so thoroughly that thing. But you have stepped into that role, and from day one, really. So I'm glad that you used the fact of a brand new blank sketchbook to get to know me, because it has been so fun being your coach. I love it. I truly have laughed harder with you than like most people in my life. Just the amount of chaos has been high, and I've truly adored it. So thanks for bringing that and just like making my life so much fun every time we work together. I loved it. I also really strongly remember writing your letter of recommendation for PNCA because I was like thinking through all the things that you've done that I am so proud of you for. And the way that you approach creative projects is just so gritty, like scary gritty. And I think that that is absolutely what makes for a successful art student, someone who's not going to back down. And so you have really shown me time and time again an amazing amount of grit and follow through with your art. James Castle deep dive up in Garden Valley, that was really fun and such a time. And that's when I discovered that you could draw like really well interiors. And I was like, whoa, we're dealing with someone who's doing perspective. So all of that to say, I can't wait to see what you make in school. And it's also been just like really rewarding for me to work with you. I adore you. And yeah, we will track down whoever moved that paper, because it's like
Yeah.
actually a crucially important
That was
aspect of our lives.
devastating. It was so sad.
Yeah, it's okay. That's between you and I. We'll work on it.
I've lost 2 artifacts of our relationship to you.
Wait, you don't have pickle denim?
I can't find my wallet.
Oh my,
It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
it's been chaotic. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll return to that. Let's let other people pat you on the back.
Yeah, we can let other people talk.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. You can say something.
everybody in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sure. From the second we kind of found one stone to where you are now is, I cannot believe the transformation. I'm gonna cry. I cannot believe the transformation you made. You came in as like this kind of, I don't know, maybe not as so confident like kid, and you have grown into this confident adult. I've seen you go from a place where things are like so overwhelming sometimes for you, like debilitating, to a place where you figure out how to make art school happen, which when, 3 years ago, I would have been like, ah, but you figured it out, figured out how to get it done financially and how to work through things. I am so incredibly proud of how far you've come. And I'm super excited for you in college. And I love you.
Love you too.
I'm sorry, that's a lot goes on here. Hunter, I'm in complete agreement with the transformation. I cannot believe the difference between you when you started and you standing up there doing this today. That was just a beautiful curation of where you came from and where you are today. I love this and the deep consideration that it took to figure out how you wanted to portray your growth at One Stone. It's beautiful. And all of the thought and effort behind it is also very beautiful. I'm gonna second your thought about grit. If you've grown in anything over time at One Stone, if we have to choose one thing, that's what I would choose. And I didn't know how creative you were, and I don't remember. I think maybe Celeste said, "Have you seen some of the things that you've drawn?" And then she started showing me. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea." And you're so incredibly talented, and combined with these skills that you've grown in on One Stone, you're just gonna kill it out there. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And so proud that we got to have you here at One Stone.
Thank you.
And I want you to know that One Stone's your home. And you belong here forever. And we want to see you, and we want to be there for you when you need us. And we want to be able to celebrate all the great things that you're doing. So I want you to be a stranger. And we love you forever. Thank you for letting us share a part of your life.
Thank you.
First of all, your painting is so cool, and I love your art also echo what you said about the writing on the hard people now. Like you fully just dive into your art and can work on like 6 hours straight. If you want to people I know who can do that. And it's inspired me to keep doing that. And, put myself into situations like that. And I'm gonna miss you a lot next year, but I'm so excited that I'm gonna do something at PNCA and so glad that I'm gonna be one of close friends. But I know that next year will be important together. Really do stay connected. Yeah, great job. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I can jump in. No, I'm
Staring Piper.
Piper, if you want to go next. Hunter, what a time we've had together these 3 years. It has been, as everyone's been saying, such a joy to see you take on these art projects. Like I think about your light pollution project from that first ecology course, like all the time.
So fun.
It was so fun, and I'm sure you remember, like this morning, you being like, okay, I have all these trips I'm going on, but I need to find a way to still be engaged and still be working towards my projects. Like, what can I do while I'm in Montana and New York City and Boise? And this really incredible like comparison project was born. And I think that just speaks to, I don't know, that even early on this dedication you had to like showing up and being present and like diving in. And like Allison Parker said earlier, like finding the alignment between your passion for art and the ways that you can learn other things like math and science. That has always just been such a beautiful thing about you as a student and as a person and as an artist. And then I also just want to talk about you as a writer. It has been such a joy to work with you on writing. And in that, I guess it was last spring and summer, like deep pandemic times, right in the thick of it. Getting to work with you on your SDL, writing personal essays.
Yeah.
And we got a little meet at like, it felt like 5 in the morning, but it couldn't have been. It must have been like 9.
No.
We were all just tired. But it was just
Maybe like the afternoon. We're just tired people.
No, I think we were both just really sleepy the whole time. It was a tiring time. But you have such a gift as a storyteller, and I think we saw that with your painting as well, just in another form. I actually encourage you to like, I don't know, continue to dig into that and explore that, and continue to use writing as well as a way of processing the world around you, because you have a real gift for it, and it was really an honor to work with you on such personal writing. So thanks for inviting me into that process and that experience of yours.
Yeah.
And I'm really gonna miss you.
Mhm.
Gonna miss you calling me from across the room just to see if I'm on
On the phone, not like out loud. Yeah.
Like across the great room, my phone is ringing. Hunter from Ohio. Where is he? Oh, over there. Maybe she can pop by. Yeah, kind of can't imagine this place without you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you next year.
Mhm. I'll never forget the first fall trip.
Oh God, I wasn't gonna mention that.
I'm not gonna either. Well, I did, but I'm not gonna go into it. We understand.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm gonna do it, but that's a special
Yeah.
memory for me, and
Yeah.
I cherish that. So, thanks.
I can go to the next one. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
I love the story behind it. I remember when you first came to One Stone and you and I just seemed to connect. Looking at your pictures over the years, you've grown so much, just in stature as well as in person. I guess you and I can always connect over McDonald's Diet Coke, right? And I always knew how to, come in the morning and give you a Diet Coke on occasion. We can have great conversations. So I always think of you when I get a Diet Coke at McDonald's. And you made me the wonderful luggage tag that has my dachshund on it. When I went to a conference, when I needed one quickly, and Jeff said, ask Hunter to do that. So you will live on my suitcase for years to come. So I'm come from a family of artists, and I did not get that talent, and I'm sincerely jealous that you can create this beautiful masterpiece, as Celeste said, in like no time flat, like just sketch it out and you're done. So anyway, anxious to see what the future holds for you, and hopefully you'll stay in close touch and we can see more beautiful art from you.
Thank you.
Hunter, I think I'm like in denial. I think I can say without a shadow of a doubt that the closeness of our relationship is closer than I've ever had with a student. It is all of it. It is such a real relationship. It is the good, the bad, the in-between, the frustrated, the loving, the supportive, the we're gonna get through it. And I appreciate that, like to the bottom of my soul. I have so many stories of you genuinely like seeing me and me genuinely seeing you, that's what changes lives here. Like you're one of the few people that even through all of the time when it got hard, we were remote, you will always ask me how I'm doing. That's huge. It's huge. Your heart is so big, even though I know that we go through all the, like I said, all the spectrum of emotions. And I value that because I feel like it's a real friendship, it's a real relationship, it's a real mentorship. And I thank you for letting me push you. I know I've pushed you really hard. I know I have, because you can do it. Because there's nothing you cannot do. And you should be going to a really good art school. And you will be an incredibly successful artist. And you're an unbelievable friend and person. Like there's nothing you can't do. And I just appreciate you trusting me enough to push you. And then the little things that remind me that you appreciate it, like leaving me oil paintings of Baby Yoda. It's featured very prominently in my kitchen. I love that. And I really think that like Mom said, your growth here, Hunter, it's unbelievable how you see it. Some of the things that would really stop you from fully expressing yourself, you seem to have at least found a way to express them in different ways, so the whole world can let it be seen. Let go of some of your deep, like almost paralyzing perfectionism to be perfect exactly as you are. You're such an incredible artist. People don't see the world the way that you do, and it's such a gift to humanity and to all of us. And I also think that you've really, really grown in your ability to work on projects. You used to call it, I diluted that with art. And I think we flipped that script. I don't think you dilute anything with art. I think you have a natural ability to incorporate creativity and creative problem solving and creative insight on things. You see things in a different way that I value so much, but so differently from my own. You're not diluting the world with your art. You were like explaining it and adding to it. It's really remarkable. And you better come and visit us, and you better send random texts or whatever it is. And you may get me bugging you because I go to Portland quite often with your friend that's there. We can go and get food, or you can just ignore my calls, that's fine too. But I just.
I'll call you back at 4 o'clock in the morning.
So, what do you say?
So I'll call you back at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you will. I'm so proud of you. I'm always here for you. Call, stop by, whatever you need. I can't wait to see what you do. And yours is a story of growth at one stone that I will tell time and time and time and time again.
Means a lot. Thank you.
Of course.
I can go now. I'm ready now. So Hunter, one of my first memories of you, apart from Woolly Mammoth and my tiny handwriting and beat up and shopping and making 50 paper crates for and well, memory of yours. Was just like watching you draw. You just like had a piece of paper. I don't even know what you're drawing. I think it was like your original tea popper. I think that's what it was, or whatever.
Way too much work into my tea popper. No, it was my tea popper because I put too much work into my tea popper. And then I was like, well, now I've got to make my vision board better.
me, I usually have like some sort of reference to get like a position or something like that. But you were just like free flowing it with your weird holding the pencil. And I was just like amazed. Like it inspired me to like, you know, grow as an artist. And seeing you now, you've grown so much as an artist as well. And like your art has always been like amazing to me. Like I've always loved your art style. And I've also just always loved our friendship, from playing Minecraft a whole night or like whatever it is that we do, you know, blasting musicals like in your car, or just like having random conversations at any time of the day or night or early morning. And just like all the food that you bring, cham chowder, yeah, and just toothbrushes, you know, just I just loved our friendship and just how like crazy it is. Because I'm an introvert, you are the most extroverted person I know, and so you've always just kind of dragged me out to like more social things, and I've always admired how you can just go up to any, like everyone's been talking about your creativity, and that's amazing. But something that like I admire the most about you is just the fact that you can go up to anyone and talk to them as if you're best friends with them. And you're like such a social and kind person. You know, we joke a lot, you know, we have a tough friendship. You are one of the kindest people that I know. And you're just like an amazing soul. And congratulations, you finally look 16, the age that when I first met you, I thought you were a 12-year-old.
Thank you.
I guess 16-year-old with like an extra foot.
Yeah.
No, you're just like, you're amazing. And you know, we're both gonna be in Portland. We have to meet up at Powell's most weekends, you know.
It's a big dangerous place.
It's a dangerous place. You know, sometimes we will leave our wallets in our dorm rooms.
It's a block away. I could just walk in my wallet.
I will stop you from saying too much. Don't worry.
Thank you.
But yeah, you're an amazing person, and I hope that we can continue to be friends for the rest of our lives. And yeah, don't like actually text me back, because I'm a texter.
No.
That's how I know. Or at least call me, because I still want to keep in contact with you, even if we're a few miles away.
That's more doable.
All right, Hunter, I opened it up because I didn't know if your dad wanted to say something or not. I was gonna hold a little space if he did.
Dad. Dad.
He might be talking, yes.
Yeah. Dad, if you're talking, you're muted. No, his mouth isn't moving. Oh, let's pin the video so we can all watch him.
There we go. There we go.
My bad. Stop
How about
sharing.
now?
Yes.
So much better.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try to hold it together. Ooh-wee. As a parent, you hope that your child will grow up and be confident and be able to take the world by storm. And you know, I always was hoping that day would come, and waiting for it to happen, and to hear your peers, to see it. I guess the most simple way I could say it is, I'm proud of you. Ooh-wee. I can't even talk. I love you. And you know, to see the growth, to see how much that you've affected those around you, it just fills my heart with joy, man. I'm really proud of you. I love you. And that's all I got for you.
Love you too, Dad. Thank you.
Well, we see 3 hunters. That's
Oh, keep going.
That's, oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, no, it'll get worse.
Well, with that, Hunter, I'm taking a photo of all the hunters. You're an amazing person. Congratulations, friend.
Woohoo!
that still wet? Is that going home now? Bye, friends.
Bye.
Oh, no.